there's been some updates on Celeste Rivas, the young girl who was found in David's trunk, his Tesla trunk. And I was thinking the other day, if David was driving that car and he got pulled over with the body in the trunk, what would have happened?
Hey, man, hey, bro, that's a smart car. They record everything. You recording on the dashboard. That's bad for a boyfriend to even cheat out that car type shit. So for somebody to do a crime like that and put it in a Tesla, he was high on drugs and out of his mind or didn't care.
Do those cameras record even when the car is parked? I don't know a whole lot about the camera system on a Tesla.
It's a cop car. It ain't for no game bangers. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you not up to nothing, like, what if somebody try to get at you and you forced to buzz back? Like, them cars is not for street people. You know what I'm saying? That's a soccer mom car, if you ask me. But I don't know if it recorded at what point or whatever. But
also, the house had cameras all around it, but the owner of the house turned the system over to David. And he had the option. The owner informed the tenant, you can use it or you don't have to use it. As of now, we don't know what's been recorded around that house.
Oh, they ain't gonna share that with us.
Yeah, the police. If the police got it, they ain't gonna say nothing at this time.
Mm-mm.
But we'll find out in due time. But the latest update is that they issued out the death certificate for Celeste Rivas, and one of the things that we've learned is that she was not pregnant. And within the last year, she has not been pregnant. So they made those two
claims. They made them two claims.
Yeah. So this whole rumor about maybe she was killed because she was pregnant, that's completely debunked, 100% debunked.
I'm glad to hear that.
Month. ABC News has obtained records for the Riverside County Sheriff's Department that show deputies went to her home numerous times dating back to early 2022. Meanwhile, the death certificate for Rivas shows she was not pregnant when she died. The cause of death is still pending. The medical examiner is waiting for toxicology reports.
I'm glad to hear that. So he ain't looking like if he was dealing with her, it's still bad. But
we don't know that though, if he was dealing with her. So the death certificate stated that not only was she not pregnant, but she hasn't been pregnant within the last year.
And that's good news. That's good news for him. But is she like little sis to you or something? Because you gotta explain the matching tattoos on their finger.
Well, the matching tattoos
could be little sis.
Yeah, it doesn't. A minor getting a tattoo, I don't know how when you're under 18, you can't really get a tattoo unless you're doing it yourself or you're somebody you get in the homie.
Yeah, but everybody, like back in the day, used to have somebody, an older homie come sign for you, or older female and act like they your sister or mom or something, and you just get tatted.
But the death certificate has not still established a cause of death. That is still up in the air, pending toxicology reports, which can take, I'm told that it could be months before the cause of death is determined. But if they were able to figure out that she hasn't been pregnant within the last year, that means they could pretty much run all the toxicology tests that they have at their disposal. They're going to run everything from cocaine to fentanyl, poisoned, different types of poisons to figure out what she ingested before she died.
I mean, you could pay attention to that, or pay attention to why she in the truck instead of somebody calling the police like we need help.
What you mean?
Why is she in the trunk? That's the main thing. Why there? Why didn't nobody call the police like, hey, she OD'd, or hey, she had a seizure, or, you know what I'm saying? It's obvious it ain't no gunshot wound because we would have known that already. But the whole thing is foul. It's rule foul play period because she's in the trunk. So that's you know what I'm saying? So,
Well, being in the trunk is a whole different crime now.
No. When we talk about motive, we know she ain't pregnant, so he ain't like, okay, I got this young female pregnant, I need to get rid of her. That's ruled out. You know what I'm saying? You got the matching tattoo on the pointing finger, and from David and Celeste. okay, that's one thing. But you could be like, oh, that's my little sis. You know what I'm saying? But this is your car. And then why is she in the trunk? And he got some explaining to do. But the burden of proof is on the district attorney. So shit, I got some research to do.
Well, there's been a couple of reports that stated that she could have been in that trunk now a month, at least a month, because of the level of decomposition, plus the hot weather. The hot weather in August of this year.
It's been a hot summer.
Yeah, up in the hills, it causes the body to decompose faster. So that created a problem for the medical examiner. But yeah, I don't think if it was some sort of gunshot, that may have been reported already. So
I doubt that.
what you mean?
I don't think it's a gunshot.
Oh yeah.
She might have been partying on people. She OD'd and they didn't want to call the police and they stored her in the trunk.
It could have been an accident. This whole thing could have just been an accident.
I mean, that could be considered an accident. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
So if it's an accident, then her body being in the trunk is only a misdemeanor.
nah.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, but
It's called the
if it's an accident, that'd be like some type of manslaughter. But when you put somebody in the trunk, then that's kind of what's the word? It's like premeditated almost. Like you had an option to call the authorities, bro. After that.
yeah, but it's not a felony.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll figure that out. I don't know.
I was trying to pull up the law on it.
Yeah, you don't know accident happen and you put her in the trunk and it's a misdemeanor. That don't happen.
Our first look at where R&B singer David's black Tesla was towed from only days before Celeste Hernandez's body was found decomposed in the car's trunk.
The car almost looks like it's been off road out in the desert or something. It's the wheel, wells are all beat up. There's a huge dent in the back.
Private investigator Steve Fisher obtained these images of the black Tesla from where it was towed and impounded from in Hollywood Hills, covered in dust.
Said a family member had contact with Celeste by text, and that was sometime in early July. You know, it's tragic to think that she was sitting in the front of that Tesla decomposing that whole time. But
according to Fisher, the initial call made for the abandoned car came in August 26th. Police inspected and ticketed it the 27th, cited it again September 3rd before it was towed on the 5th. 3 days later, workers at Hollywood Tow smelled an unusual odor and discovered Hernandez's body in the car's trunk.
I mean, what do you think might have happened?
it could have been an overdose, and they panicked and hid her body, or because they probably didn't want to expose the relation. They're worried about exposing the relationship between him and a minor. And as unbelievable as it sounds, concealment of a body is a misdemeanor in California.
The unlawful handling of a corpse.
Nah, but I'm saying what you said is a felony, but what before and that her ended up where she ended up at, that's not a felony together.
What if she OD'd on a drug that she was taking herself?
No, we could do like what if forever, but if she did it herself, why is she in the trunk? That's what I'm saying. She might have been doing some drugs, whatever she was doing with a group of friends, and they didn't want to call the police. Put her in the trunk and park the car.